Hello, puppies and kittens. Last night, sometime yesterday, the Texas State Senate passed a law requiring that the Ten Commandments be prominently displayed in every public school classroom, or at least in every public school. And we can talk, later about which set of Ten Commandments, and we can talk about the fact that nobody even follows the Ten Commandments to a large degree, and a whole lot wrong with the Ten Commandments. And I can put a link to a video below that I've already done talking about that. But why do they want to promote the Ten Commandments? Not only is it a violation of the First Amendment, but it's yet another encroachment where the religious right wants to impose the false notion that the United States is a Judeo-Christian nation, which makes no sense and is not the truth. When I gave testimony before the Texas State Board of Education, there were professors on this subject. There was a couple of professors flown in from the East that were also bringing evidence to the effect that the founding fathers were explicitly clear that on many different things that the United States was not founded on Judeo-Christianity, or specifically was not founded on the Ten Commandments. But we've had textbooks, proposed textbooks in the state that have tried to argue that the United States was founded on a covenant between God and Moses. And the Board of Education made very clear that they want to teach American exceptionalism. They don't want to teach anything that actually happened in American history, anything that would be considered embarrassing, because they want the children to believe, truth or not, they want the children to believe that the United States has never done anything embarrassing. We've only been, I heard one guy put it in the Board of Education meetings. It was one guy who said that the United States of America must always be seen as a shining beacon of what it means to be God blessed. And that's what they want to teach. So they don't include things like, the civil rights movement and what went on there. They don't include things like, the issue of slavery. They want to lie and tell people that the Civil War was based on states' rights. They don't want to say anything that could be seen as embarrassing. They don't want us to know the mistakes that our country has made so that we will be doomed to repeat them. And more importantly, they want to impose this idea that one of our Texas textbooks even said that Moses was a real person who lived in the 1200s and so forth, when most biblical scholars have long given up on the idea of a historical Moses. There may be argument about whether Jesus existed. Then the historists have the upper hand in that one, but they've given up on Moses. There was no historic Moses. There was no historic Adam and Eve either. We know that. So why do they want to do this? Well, it's all about controlling how the kids think and believe so that you can control how they vote. That's what this is about. And so how can you argue that we were a secular nation? How can you even be proud of us being a secular nation if we have the Ten Commandments in every classroom, daily reminding the children of the lie that the religious right has been pushing for so many years, that we are a Christian nation? Well, yeah, that's the impression that the kids are going to get when you put this misleading misinformation in front of them. So mildly disgusted. It's just one of many, many things going wrong in the country right now. Just had to make mention of it.